when we see this talk that the earth is in a transition process, because every time it changes stages, it goes through a change. It's logical to realize that this is true. This is not the first transition that planet Earth goes through. Of course not. Because it was primitive and then became the world of trials and expiations, a transition happened. When we moved from prehistory to history, there was a planet shift. We will now be living the second planetary transition. There was one in the past, which was the event that removed humanity from its spiritual infancy, bringing these beings into the state of spirits who then formed the course of history. And then we abandoned that period of chipped stone, of polished stone, of those lives in caves and stilt houses where we experienced the process, the formation process of the human being, genus Homo, from Homo erectus to Cro-Magnon man, Java man, Peking man, all these experiments that happened in the previous period, what we call history, that is prehistory, relates to stage one of Earth, the primitive world stage, where there is no social structure well established, where writing is unknown, where the mastery of agriculture is very rudimentary. So in this period called prehistory, we begin to verify the first of the transitions to a world of trials and expiations. And there we can draw from this first transition some very important elements. The first of them is that, as we saw back there, the move from prehistory to history wasn't abrupt. It wasn't quick. It took us thousands of years. I said thousands of years. We took millennia to leave the primitive world condition and declare that the earth has now entered the historical period. It was only when we possessed a distinct comprehension of agriculture and the invention of writing to record what happened to us, that's when man turns the key and enters. And if we notice, this does not happen at the same time in all parts of the world, which shows us that the transition occurs locally. One area lags behind, then another catches up, until the whole earth becomes more mature from the point of view of understanding certain technologies.